What's up, everybody? It is your girl Glenda, and we are back with another video. Now, if you want to be part of the G Squad, all you have to do is click that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are updated every time we upload a new video. Now, on today's video, we are making a new dish. New to me, I've never made it before, and this is actually not my recipe. You should see a little screen shot there of ThatGirlCanCook. This is her recipe, and I'm just going to try to follow it to the best of my abilities. May add or subtract some things, but let's get into this video. Chicken Tikka Masala. I'll go over the ingredients with you. So here we have some ground cumin, chili powder, the garam masala, some minced garlic, and up under here in this container here is some ground ginger. You can use ginger paste if you have that, some ground turmeric, you have some Greek yogurt. And so as far as the measurements go, you have 1 teaspoon of each one of these. So a teaspoon of ground cumin, a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of the garam masala spice, 1 teaspoon each. Here is my ginger on this side and the minced garlic on this side. 1 teaspoon of the ground turmeric, and then you have 1 cup actually. Up here I have 1 cup of the plain Greek yogurt, and that's the Greek yogurt that I'm using. And then in this container I have the juice of half of a lemon, which here's the other half of that lemon. So, alrighty. Now, that's the ingredients for the marinade that we're gonna do for the chicken. I'm going to cut up some boneless, skinless chicken thighs into some small pieces, and then we're gonna roll on with this video. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so now that I have all of the chicken cut up, as y'all can see, I'm going to try to hold it this way, and I'm going to put in all of the ingredients that I need, starting off with the 1 cup of Greek yogurt. So let me tilt it back up here and get this yogurt in there. Because what we're preparing right here is the marinade. We're going to do the marinade first so that this can sit, and you can let this sit for 15 to 20 minutes up to a whole day. So this is definitely one of those recipes that you can make ahead, you know, or have it marinating overnight so that you can just get down to the nitty-gritty the following day. All right, so let's go in with our cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, teaspoon of chili powder, trying to grab this and record at the same time. All right, here is the 1 teaspoon of the garam masala mixture. We're doing 1 teaspoon of ground ginger and ground minced garlic. Make sure all that get in there. We're also going to do 1 teaspoon of turmeric. And then we're just going to give that a mix. And you just want to mix it up. And just get all of those ingredients. And you know what else? I'm going to put a little bit of salt, like a ½ teaspoon of salt in here as well, to kind of push and help this process along. And I'm just using some kosher salt, just a little ½ teaspoon. Just mix that thoroughly. And just make sure every little piece of chicken, man, this smells actually very, very good. It definitely smells well seasoned. And y'all see that look right there? That is what you need. This is what you're looking for right here. All right. And then we got a ½ of a juiced lemon, minus the seeds, y'all. No seeds. And y'all, we already put the salt in there to taste, so we're gonna give that another quick little mix just to make sure everything is well incorporated. And we're gonna let that sit to the side. Let that salt and all the seasonings, this lemon juice, create this marinade. So we're gonna put this to the side, and then I'm gonna see you guys over at the stove. We're gonna cover it and sit it to the side for the next 15 minutes or so. See you at the stove. All right, y'all, so we are back. Now we're gonna get into making this chicken. All right, we've got some peanut oil that I'm just gonna put down. I got a medium heat thus far. I'm gonna say this is about 2 to 3, maybe 4 tablespoons of peanut oil. You can use canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever cooking oil you got. That's what you can use. Let that come up to temperature, and we're gonna be adding this right into it, okay? And we're gonna add the chicken into batches. So as each batch comes out, I'm gonna transfer those to a plate to the side, and then and we'll go from there. But we're gonna do this in batches. You cannot do this all at once, or it's not gonna come out the way you want it to, okay? So I'm just gonna take my tongs. Let's go in to see. Yeah, that's, and I have my heat on a medium heat at this time. However many batches that this takes, this is about 2.38 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So the recipe that I'm using calls for 2 pounds of meat. So that's what I'm using, a little over. simmered down some, I am going to cut the heat up just a little bit because we want to get some color on here. I tell you what, it has a nice fragrance to it. This does. If you have never had Chicken Tikka Masala, I keep wanting to call it Marsala, but it's Masala, then this may be a recipe that you would want to try. It's good, it's beginner friendly. When I watched the video of That Girl Can Cook making it, it was very simple. She actually paired naan bread with it that she made, but I don't feel like making that. So I'm not. We're just gonna do some jasmine rice with it and maybe a vegetable. So I'm just gonna let these, see that little color that you're getting on there? I actually have, I'll let you in and tell you, I have a little bit too much oil in this pan. You want to get some good, nice brown coloring on here. And we're not going to cook this like fully because when we make our sauce a little bit later on in this video, it's going to go back into the sauce and simmer. But these are small pieces, so they're not going to take long to cook. So we're doing this a good 3 to 5 minutes per batch. So if you're making this, cut back on the oil just a little bit, a couple of teaspoons off. Now I do have this up, I cranked the heat up a little bit. I'm getting hot around this piece, boy. I cranked it up. So we could try to get a little bit of color on that. So let me turn it down a little bit and let that simmer for just a bit. Let it fry up a little bit. And then we're gonna go in with our next batch. Every batch is 3 to 5 minutes, and you're gonna do as many batches as you need until your chicken has all been cooked. And I'm just gonna place it in a plate right here off to the side. So I'm trying to let y'all see what this looks like when it get a little color on it before I take it out. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and take this batch out. And I'm going to go ahead and fix the other batches. And I'll come back to you when all of the batches have been cooked. Alright? See y'all in just a bit. Take this last batch out, and then we are going to start on our sauce. Now for the sauce, I'll go ahead and tell you, it is a small chopped onion, about a tablespoon of butter. We have a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of the ginger, the ground ginger, fresh ground ginger. We also have a teaspoon of tomato paste, which is optional. We also have some tomato sauce, which is also optional. Only 8 ounces of tomato sauce. We have a teaspoon of the masala seasoning. We'll go in with our onions. In the same pan, we're gonna get up all those nice little bits right there and use those. That's good flavor. Alright, then we're gonna go in with our butter. And y'all, I'm using regular, like 100% butter. You know what I'm saying? Like butter. Most of the time I use like Smart Balance and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go in with some real butter. This sauce is sort of a rich sauce. So you got a teaspoon of masala, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is also optional, a teaspoon of coriander and cumin. That's what's all going into this sauce. Alright, now we're going to go ahead in with our onions, our brown ginger and garlic. Give that a quick little mix. We don't want it to burn. I do have my heat at a medium heat. Pull it off the stove just a bit. Now I got some tomato paste right here. Got a teaspoon of that. And I'm going to go in with 8 ounces of the tomato sauce. This tomato sauce is not like seasoned or anything. And I'm going to come down a little lower on my heat. Again, don't worry about the bits. They're going to come up in just a minute. Alright? Let's do our heavy cream. That's 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And if we need it, we might need another half a cup. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what it's looking like. And all of those bits are all coming up there. So that I have a little bit more sauce, you guys, I think I'm gonna go in with another half a cup of the heavy whipping cream. Go ahead with another half a cup of that. And then we're gonna go ahead with our seasonings. So we have our teaspoon of the masala, a teaspoon of the smoked paprika, a teaspoon of the coriander, and a teaspoon of the cumin right over there. Just give that a good mix. Just make sure you get all of your seasonings in. That tastes actually pretty good. But I am gonna go in with some salt. And I'm just probably like a teaspoon or so. Of course, you're gonna season to taste. And I'm also going in with some black pepper. This was not part of her recipe, but again, y'all know I always put my own little twist on stuff. So I'm gonna go in with some black pepper as well. Sometimes black pepper just wakes up the rest of those seasonings. Alright, so the next step, y'all, and I did turn that on low. You want to make sure before you put the heavy cream in there that you put your stove on a low heat. Alright, so now we're going right back in with our chicken that we made. Now we're gonna go in with all of it, not in batches the way we cooked it. But we're just gonna go in with all of it, all of the sauce, the drippings from it. We're gonna put all of that back in there and just get it coated with that sauce. And we're gonna let this, I'm gonna turn the heat up just a tiny bit to a medium. we're gonna let this simmer for about I'm gonna say 5 to 7 or 5 to 8 minutes. That looks absolutely delicious. So you guys, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. This is my very first time, if I didn't say that in the beginning of the video, making an Indian dish. This is an Indian style type of dish, and this is my first time making Chicken Tikka Masala. So let's add a little bit of water to this, and only about like a fourth of a cup, just to kind of thin it out just a little bit. And if you figure out that you need more, then you add you some more. It doesn't taste like I need anything else. I'm gonna let this come to a simmer for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're gonna plate this up. Okay, so we are back. Let's plate this up. We're gonna go in with some rice, and then we're going to plate up some of this delicious. I'm just gonna put mine right over the top of that rice. I know I'm not filling up the whole plate because this is just like a little taste tester. But here is the Chicken Tikka Masala. Much love to ThatGirlCanCook, and we will see you guys on the next episode of Whatcha Cookin Glenda. Bye.